you for hopping on and checking out this video. You have probably joined this video because you have found it in a forum, like a Q&A type of forum. And so I am excited. My name is Evelyn Tribble, and I am here with my sweet friend, Latara. We're going to be, so we're going to be doing a few things for you through this quick video conversation. If you're checking this out, then you are probably wondering, what is the mission of Norwex? What does it look like to make income, and how do I get started? Because you're trying to make a decision to see if this is the right fit for you or not, right? So we're going to be going, here's what we're going to be covering in this quick little video for you. We're going to be talking about what our team culture is, and we're going to be inviting you, into our team culture and what our community looks like. We're going to be talking about why join Norwex now and why now is the best time to launch. And why this industry, like why join, a business in this type of direct sales industry. We're going to be talking about why our company, like why specifically join Norwex, and what it's going to take to be profitable in this type of industry. And then I'm going to be interviewing Latara to be able to address some fears and objections. So we're going to be hearing from her what her story was, what her belief was before she joined, and what things she had to overcome before she joined. So are we ready?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Evelyn. I cannot wait to dive deep into this. So hang out with us for the next 30 minutes or so. We're going to be talking about the most common asked questions along with what Evelyn just addressed, which is super important to go over. It's going to be a blast. So as you're watching, feel free to jot down some questions or ideas you have. So make sure you get some pen and paper handy, because you're going to be thinking of something and you might not remember it by the time you're done watching. And we want you to reconnect with the person that invited you to watch this. So like Evelyn said, my name is Latara, and I have been a Norwex consultant for a few years now. This is actually my 2-year anniversary month. So I'm very excited about that. I've now been with Norwex for 2 years. And where I am now is definitely not where I intended to be or what I even thought of when I first started. I originally just joined because I wanted to get the mop for free, and I had zero intentions of doing anything with it whatsoever. I seriously just wanted some cleaning products that I wanted to just continue to reuse and have something less toxic and be more sustainable for, my family and the planet. And as things went on, I kind of started to have some fun, and I realized that maybe I need something to do, like other than just focus on my kids 24/7. I needed something for me that made me feel like I could connect with other human beings outside of my four walls, because I needed that desperately. I needed to be able to talk with other people. And I found out that being with Norwex, that was an opportunity literally just sitting right in front of me. And so I kind of just ran with it, and I grew a team, which I as well did not intend to do. And it turns out I absolutely love doing that. And I was able to overcome a lot of fears that I had in day-to-day life about, not feeling confident in certain areas, or maybe I'm not that good at certain things. I was able to face that with Norwex. And it turns out because of that, I was able to really grow a lot in this type of community because of the things that I was facing. So it was really, really, really cool. So I'm excited that I'm here. I only invested $10 to do it, and I cannot get over how far I have come because of it, and the connections that I have been able to make in the community that I've grown. It's really cool. I'm located here in Maine, and so Evelyn's quite a ways away from me, and we never would have met if I did not join Norwex. So it's pretty cool. So anyways, what type of questions do you have for me, Evelyn?
Okay. All right. Well, before we get to the questions, let's see how we can talk about our team culture.
Okay.
So, Latara, can you share with us, not to put you on the spot, but the mission of Norwex? What is the mission of Norwex? Let's
So
start
we want to help everyone be able to radically reduce, harsh chemicals in their home, and we want to do that by showing some integrity and trust and respect at the same time. That is what we're here to do, and so we want to continue to share with others. How easy it really is to make simple changes along the way that can actually make a bigger impact with society and with our planet and our bodies. And when we're able to work together to do that, we really can make it happen. Just little tiny baby steps really add up over time. And something that I'm always sharing with my team is, if we continue to just share this with others and we continue to talk about it and we're proud of what we're doing and we realize that it is necessary, then we really can make a difference. And it can start to, just kind of snowball, the snowball effect, and just grow and grow and grow and grow. So we really want to show you how simple it is to reduce those toxic and harsh chemicals in your home. And when you continue to talk about it and share it with others, we can spread it everywhere. In North America, Norwex is only in like 3, maybe now 4% of American, US homes. And we need that to change. And you can do that when when you just use it in your day-to-day life. It'll be so easy to share it with everybody.
Yes, yes. Okay, so that's a leeway into what our team culture is all about. Okay, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of what is the mission of Norwex, and then a taste of our team culture. We're about inspiring others, and we're about making it safe too for our families. Right? She talked about that. We're about feeling rescued, like she shared, and this was for me as well, but Latara shared how she needed some time where she could just be a mommy and kind of like get away from the mommy, but have other mom conversations, right? Other adult
Right. Exact.
conversations.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we're about being rescued as well, and then feeling supported. Part of the reason we're part of a team, a huge team, is because we love being supported. Like, who doesn't like being supported, right? And so we want to create that as well. And we're also about empowering. Latara and I, we would not, neither one of us would probably be here if at some point maybe somebody or someone believed in us enough, to say, hey, I believe in you and you should too.
Yeah.
Um,
That's very true.
okay, awesome. All right, well, let's move on here. So that's a little bit about what our core mission is, the core mission of Norwex, and the core values, what we value. But let's talk about why join now. Like, why would you say now is the best time to launch?
I mean, it's the perfect time just because, everybody, 'cause we're heading into the new year and, everybody's at that mindset like, okay, 2022, I'm going to reset. 21 is behind me. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to start fresh. There's no better time than just right now. And why not take that minute to just really think about investing in, your family and your future
Mhm.
by joining? And you can join for free, which is really cool, and we'll talk more about that later. But it's just, there's no reason to say no. There really is no reason to not do it. Because you can use it as you can take it however you want, but you can take it as an opportunity to just lighten up the chemicals in your home and reduce them. Or you could be taking it on the other side and be like, you know what, I really could use an extra couple $100 in my income every month or so. Why not just do that? Because that is completely possible. There's actually like a statistic out there from studies that it can make us an insane impact on our family in the United States with an extra $300 to $500 per month, the average family can seriously feel so much weight lifted off from them just from that little amount. It really adds up a lot. And so if you have an opportunity like that just sitting in front of you, why not take it? Especially when you have an entire community and our team culture there to support you to make it
Mhm.
happen as well.
Yeah, yes, and you brought up some really good points. One, Latara talked about wanting to make an extra source of income, um, and it's true. People are looking to earn either 300. She mentioned 300 to 500, 3,000, 1,000. How can we earn income right away? And we're going to get to that. Why this industry? Okay, so that was a good leeway there.
Yeah.
And then and then also like um y- if you're watching this video right now at the time of the recording, the gas prices have skyrocketed and so has grocery. I mean, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, yeah,
ah.
groceries, definitely, that's for sure.
Yes. Okay. So, knowing that, like, yes, and that would be great to, make that extra that we're spending
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
some form of money. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or also, like, I have severe mom guilt all the time.
Mm,
And, before I started, well, it still happens now, but not as bad. Like, I do feel guilty buying things for myself. So if
mm,
you also could be like, you know what? I'm going to work at night on my Norwex business, get a little bit of extra money, and then I'm going to treat myself and do those things that make me feel good. Like I go to acupuncture appointments monthly and, I do feel okay going to them because I'm working.
mhm.
So, but I'm still staying home with my family.
Yes.
Now because some people do this job as their full-time business as I do, and so does Evelyn.
Mm.
But if you're thinking like, I have to work my day job, but I could work a couple hours a night or whatever, you really can make a good extra chunk of change every month just by doing that.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's talk about that. Why this industry? Why
Yeah.
join a business in direct sales? Like, what is direct sales? It's
Mhm.
honestly the business industry,
Yeah.
but
Oh, for sure.
can we make money right away, Lataro, with a party?
Oh my gosh, yes. So when I first joined, I had no idea how much money I could make in this business. I was clueless to it. And I found out very quickly that there is so much opportunity and it's really what you choose to make from it. Um, I was shocked how much I made within my first few months. And I joined in 2019. So I joined right before COVID became a thing
Mm,
in our society. And so it was an interesting experience for me because people started being home. So then they started being like more aware of what they were cleaning with. They wanted to make healthier decisions for their family and for their bodies. And it was just a really cool. And we're still at that point in our lives, right? It's still
mhm,
full force. So, why not think going into the winter seasons, we should be putting healthy things in our bodies. We shouldn't be putting all of these chemicals in our bodies and, on our skin and whatnot. But, anyways, I'm digressing. But when it comes to, the finance side of it, um, you can work as little or as much as you want. It's really up to you. It is 100% your decision. There is nobody that's going to be saying like, "Okay, you got to get to work today. Let's go." Nobody, just you. And it's really what you make of it. So if you choose to actually put effort into it and move forward, you can make as much as you want. There is seriously no limits in this industry, which I love. I really do love. So, um I used to work in just restaurant hospitality in the restaurant and hotel business. I was management before I came home to stay with my kids, and I worked my butt off to get where I was when I left. I started in that business when I was 15, and my first job in a restaurant was a dishwasher. And back then, minimum wage was like $6.50 an hour,
mhm.
and that's what I was
Yeah.
doing. 15 20 years ago. And now, when I was getting done, I was at the very top. And, I was a general manager and I was a food and beverage director, but I worked really hard to get there. And it took a long time to get there. And I was working, you know, 12 plus hours a day and
Mm.
working every holiday, every vacation, working every weekend. That was horrible. That was not a life that I wanted, especially once I found out that I was having my twins.
Wow.
And and in this industry, you do not have to go through all of those obstacles to get where you want to be. It is so incredibly simplified and more practical. And it's just, I don't know, like I could talk about it forever. I honestly love this world because yes, we have, leaders and we call them uplines and stuff like that. And they've most likely been in the business longer. You could be a person that's just joining and make 10 times more money than the person that you joined underneath. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I that's where I am. The person that I joined underneath, I make 10 times more
Yes.
than she does. And it's because I have chosen, you know, to work the business because I can see when you do it how much potential it has for you.
Okay, yeah. So what she's talking about, just to be very specific, because this is a party industry business, we automatically, from the first time that you sell $1, we have the ability to earn, well, we do earn 35% commission off of that $1. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether you have been a leader or a consultant for 33 years, 5 years, 7 years, it doesn't matter. Every time we do a party, we go, and if we sell, $20, we're going to get 35% off of that. And so right away, you get a paycheck, right? Your
Right.
first 30 days, you can get $350 as a paycheck, like just right off the bat, just by trying to meet your quick start,
Hmm.
benefits, right?
Yep.
So it is super, super quick. Now it depends how many of those parties you end up doing in a month. And so you get a paycheck, and then we also have the ability, if you are interested, and this is what Latara is getting at too, is to make an income for like retirement money, right? This is your future money. Like, this is legacy income that if you want it, you can earn. And we have that available for you if that's the route that you choose. And that's the route that Latara and I both have chosen. And so we reap the benefits off of that, as well as our party income. So there's
Yeah.
totally different layers there. Okay, so that is why this industry, why direct sales. Now, why our company specifically?
Mhm.
Why join Norwex? I mean, Latara specifically kind of got into it as far as, okay, well, everybody needs to clean, right? Pre-COVID, now COVID, now after post-COVID, which we're really not at, right? We're still kind of, everybody's kind of like, oh, germs. How do we best clean our house? How do we best uh, be effective at cleaning, so that it actually works, so that we're getting rid of the germs, so that we're not getting COVID, right? I mean, it's just an ongoing thing. And we've always had to clean our house. We've
Yeah.
always struggled with cleaning windows and not leaving streaks and
Yeah.
not
The
leaving
all of
streaks on our
these
floors.
Yes, all of these basic challenges have been a thing since day one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Norwex gives you something, a product that is a need, not just a want. So it's not
Mhm.
just, if I have extra money, I'll get this. It is like, I got to clean my house. Everybody's got to clean their house, right? And
Right.
so it is a solution to a problem, like
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You'll see an instant transformation, like, as literally it's before your eyes, like, "Oh, I have fingerprints all over my windows. I don't need to do something for 30 days to make it happen and,
mhm.
wait, look at the calendar and be like, any day now that transformation's coming. No, you literally just clean your window with two cloths and it's instant, which is nice because
Yeah.
our society is a very instant gratification. It is how
Yeah.
we are thriving,
Yes. Yes.
especially our children. And so when you can just do something that is so simple and easy, especially, speaking of children, I mean, your children can do this. Like, it is something that
Hmm.
the whole family can be involved in if they choose to. And to me, that's one reason why I would choose Norwex over another company. Because, I'm not taking like a supplement that, these are mommy supplements, but you can't have them, it's just mine. This is something that the
So yeah.
entire family can benefit from.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leverage on that instant gratification.
Yeah.
Really, and that's why Norwex. Okay, so what does it take to be profitable? We talked about the core mission of Norwex. We talked about what our team culture is, and just to reiterate, we want to inspire you. We want you to be in a place where you feel safe, where you feel rescued, where you feel supported, empowered. We talked about, why join now and why now is the best time to launch, especially with gas prices going up, groceries, just being able to
Mhm.
look for an extra,
Yeah.
$300,000 that we can earn income right away. And with a cleaning product, then that is like now money, right? So, what does it take to be profitable? What would you say if you can think back?
Consistency for one, starters right there.
Hmm.
So what I like to teach my team is the consistency, being yourself. The only reason that I am profitable is because I've been my true self this entire time.
Mm.
I'm super real. I come from a serving standpoint, and sometimes when someone's thinking about joining this industry, maybe they've been with a company before or they've heard of other companies and they don't really have a good feeling about it.
Mm.
And that's because there wasn't success. You have a bad feeling about something when you're not successful. You never have a bad feeling when you're successful. Never. It's just not a
Yeah.
thing. Doesn't
Mhm.
happen, right?
Yeah.
So if you come from a very serving standpoint and you care about what you can do for all of these people that you're going to connect with, it is going to be super successful and people are going to keep coming back. And that is my number one thing that I teach my team. You need to care. You need to keep connecting. You need to keep communicating and you need to keep sharing, and it will come. It will happen. And, you also have to put in the effort and the work, and you need to try. Some people have come to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I've been at this for 2 weeks and nothing's happened. It's like, well, it's been 2 weeks. Like, come on now.
Mm. Yes.
You gotta put the work in. I always say give it 90 days. Try it out for 90 days, see how it goes. What do you think? And let's reassess at that 90-day mark to see what we need to pivot on to help you keep continuing in that direction to grow.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. She mentioned such good things. Okay. She talked about being willing to serve. I mean, right off the bat, being willing to serve. If we come from a place of service, if we come from a place of abundance, and not from a place of like, oh, I have to have this, right? I need that
Mhm.
extra income.
Right,
I
right.
have to have a booking because then I can't close a party. If you come from that place, oh my goodness, people can read that, on your
Yes.
pages. They can,
Yep.
they can, they can feel it.
Oh
And
yeah. Your
we don't want to show
energy
up that
just
way.
radiates and it's very obvious for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So willingness to serve is a huge one. Willingness to try new things. She talked about that. You have to try. That is the part that we want to help you do, right?
Mhm.
But we
Yep.
can't do it for you. Like that's just the
Right.
one thing that you have to be willing to try new things and be willing to learn
Yeah.
something new because I can say that I never did a direct sales business online until Norwex. I mean,
Same.
eh,
Yep.
I
Same.
didn't have no social
Mhm.
selling presence whatsoever. So
Yeah.
it's not like I had a huge network. It was
Mhm.
just something that I had to be willing to learn to even get to the point where we're doing this video.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Evelyn. Look
Oh,
where she
okay.
is now.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we will teach you how to earn your first $350 in your first 30 days. And that's
Yep.
just part of the party plan. We will
Right.
also teach you legacy income if you want to earn that retirement income. And we have that available for you. I know I share that if that's a route that you choose. But okay, let's do our final topic here. And that is addressing fears and objections. So Latara, what was your belief before you joined? What was your belief about direct sales in general? The whole party industry.
Yeah, sure. So before I joined, I was like, I don't know about this. So, I mean, I came from a job where customer service is extremely important.
Mm,
Like we thrive off from, giving good service, right? And
mhm,
I just, I wasn't that big in social media. And I literally just posted photos of my kids. I didn't ever post anything about myself. And I'm like, what? Who's going to listen to me? Who wants to know, who's going to talk to me? How am I even going to get this out there into the world? But then I found out that, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Everything that I need is there. It's provided for me. And once I tried what was there, it was so much easier. And I was like, okay, now I can kind of tweak my own personality into this. And then once I learned, like, be yourself, don't try to be something else. People will literally know you're not being you. It's instant. And
mhm,
I was able to turn things into myself, and then I just kind of grew from there. So I at first I believed that I wasn't going to be successful. I really did. I was like,
mm.
no one's going to want to listen to me. Literally, nobody is. And turns out that wasn't true. Nobody ever said that to me. That was just something I made up about myself. That was a fake story that I made up. And once I realized, like, I just got to stop, I got to stop that chit chat. It's not important. I just started to grow from there.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the word neuroscience, but that was never in my vocabulary until I joined this direct sales business
Yeah.
industry. And neuroscience is basically just paths that we pave out for ourselves with a continual thought or story that we tell ourselves.
Yep.
And that story or that thought can either hurt or it could help you. And so yeah, definitely changing that belief system to a story that will be helpful was is totally huge, has totally been huge. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what here's our last question here for this evening. What did you have to overcome before you could join? You touched a little bit about that, but
Yeah.
specifically.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk that for a minute, because you're probably like, okay, can you just talk about the numbers? I need to know. I got to get my checkbook out. What do I need to do? Okay. So here's the cool thing. So when it's different now than what would the requirements were when I joined. So when I joined as a Norwex consultant, I had to get 2,000 in retail sales. So I had to sell a certain amount of Norwex to get 2,000 bucks within 90 days. I thought that was impossible. I'm like, oh, this is never going to happen. I have like 3 friends. Like, how am I going to do this? And it actually was really simple. And I did it in 25 days. Okay. 25 days done.
Wow.
Now, yeah, I was like, whoa. And I felt this really cool sense of accomplishment, because I literally told myself that I couldn't do that. I was like, this ain't happening. And then now, fast forward, Norix has a really cool promotion going on. You can join for free. You just pay for your starter kit to be shipped to you, which is $10, and you get the mop, you get the safe haven set. So if you don't know what that is, it's laundry detergent, cleaning paste, EnviroCloth, window cloth, and dusty mitt. You get some body cloths to clean your face and your body with, catalogs, a couple extra little stuff they throw in, and some training materials, plus an insane amount of training on the internet, right? And a whole team to support you. So now you have a couple options. So the first option you have is you can join, get your kit shipped to you, and then you need to hit $1,000 in sales in your first 30 days, or you have the 90 days to hit the 2,000. Now, if that doesn't happen, no, excuse me, if the 1,000 doesn't happen, then that's when you go for the 90-day mark, right? Okay, so then you're like, all right, well, how do I get to that? How do I get $1,000 in sales? You have a party. You share Norwex with your friends. We show you how to do that. We give you the supplies and the tools and resources you need to make that happen, right? And there's different types of ways that you can have an event. There's so many options, and we can talk more in detail about that when, you communicate with us or the person that invited you to watch this. And then Norwex has another opportunity to join. Maybe you don't want to get your stuff sent to you right away. You can join as our virtual kit option, which is where you'll be provided all of the virtual supplies, the online resources, the party templates, all of that stuff, and you can get going right away. And then once you hit that $1,000 mark or the $2,000 mark, you get your kit sent to you. So that's cool. So you have a couple ways to go about it. I personally think getting the kit sent to you right away is the way to go, because then you have say you're not new to Norwex, so you don't have anything yet. If you get it sent to you right away, you can start testing out everything and being able to give your true opinion and honest
Mm-hmm.
reviews on what you think of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh my
So,
goodness. This is so good. Okay. So, wow, like such good things. I will share real quick, um, that leading up to that, what we also encourage, she talked about the party and how, so you would, as you start your Norwex journey and you choose which option you'd like to go with, we as a team will direct you to an onboarding system, a way that you can get started right away. And she mentioned it's actually public.
yeah, like you
But
can view it before you
yeah,
even join to
yeah,
see what you have available, which I think is really cool. So
yeah.
we're all about being transparent. So
Hmm.
we're not hiding anything at all. We want it to be right out there so you can make a responsible decision for you and your family.
Hmm. Yes. Yeah. And once you get on that, we will also have a party available, where you can use that. We'll kind of, you give your samples if you want, you give your booking incentives, whatever you do, but we create that party for you so that you can launch your business right off the bat. And you can get an idea of what a party online looks like. And then, you can start doing your own thing as you want, but that's how we help and support our new team members, is create that party for you where you can launch. So it's multi consultants in that at that point.
Yeah.
But you have your own guests and your own connection with your guests, obviously, and then their orders then apply towards that first 1,000 in your first 30 days. And then just to clarify there, if you don't meet that first 1,000 in your first 30 days, then you're given 90 days, and we meet 2,000. So it goes from 1,000 to 2,000. But again, Latara and I did it like that. She did it in 25 days. I did it in 45 days. So it just shows to tell you that you don't necessarily have to take those first 90 days, but that it's there for you, right?
Yeah.
So it's totally
So
doable in 30
Evelyn, what
days.
then so what happens? So what's Norwex's requirement if they don't hit the 2,000 in 90 days? What happens then?
Okay, so at that point, then it depends on what option you signed up. But the standard option is you pay $9.99 up front. Then they give you that kit for free. If you don't meet the first 1,000, you get that automatically 2,090 days. If you don't meet that, then you pay Norwex $200 for the initial kit. So it's almost just like pay $9.99, get the option to earn it for free. If you don't get it, you are not stuck. You're actually
Right.
blessed with an
Yeah.
amazing way to transform your lives. You're just given that option to pay for that, those products at a later time.
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
but you have a transformed home like right away. You have a business.
What I kind of like to think about it as is it's almost like what's cool about it is it's almost a way to kind of trial if being a consultant is for you or
Mm,
not. That's why I say give it 90 days. Do the
mhm,
full 90 days, see what you think. And then by 3 months in, you will have a pretty good idea on what you want to do with it. So it's almost like Norwex is letting you try out a job for 90
mm,
days to see if you really want to be a consultant or or if it's like, I don't know. I 100% believe in the products. I'm just not sure if I am ready to work with it. But here's the cool thing. If you're like, I just want to have a party once every couple months, you can do that too.
mhm,
You really can. I have so many ladies on my team that have parties like every other month. They just jump on a party with me. Their friends, they need to get more laundry detergent or dish soap or whatever, or they're buying some gifts for the holidays. And that's what's cool about it. So I want to talk about time for a minute because I think that that's really important. So, everyone might be thinking, some people are like, I don't really have the time to add something to my plate. And, I always want to say, like, no, you do have the time. It's just what's your priority at the moment. Everybody has the same amount
mhm.
of time as
Yes,
everybody else.
yes.
And it's just really, what your heart is deciding to do. I have, 4 kids. Evelyn has 4 kids, and we work this full time. We have a lot of stuff going on, and we still manage to do this and still put our family first.
Mhm.
So it's just, whatever you end up doing with it. But so I always like to say give it the 90 days, then decide if you're going to be a part-timer or if you're going to be a full-timer.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we've given you a lot of nuggets here this evening. And if you're watching this on the recording on the Google form that we sent you, or if you're actually watching this live, um, we have given you a lot of nuggets. Okay. We've talked about our team culture. We've talked about what the mission of Norwex is. We've talked about why join now and why, Norwex in general is a wonderful direct selling business to get started today. Like, what this whole industry is about. And then we gave you what it means or what it takes to be profitable. And we address some fears and objections. So, here's our action call for you guys. Is this what to do next? Because if this is what you're thinking, okay, is this the right fit for me? I've just, this was a lot of download, but I get it. Like, I could do this. I could totally, if you're feeling like that, like I am ready for the transformation. And I am totally ready, to move this forward into a way that I can also not just share with my family, but also create an income for myself. Then here's your next step. You want to register for Debbie Bolton's call. Okay. Debbie Bolton is our co-founder, the co-founder of Norwex. And in this call, it's a 15-minute Zoom call. So you would register for it, and then you would get an email with an actual link that is just specific to you. Because what ends up happening is at the end of the 15-minute Zoom call, where she shares the heart of Norwex and her heart specifically as co-founder, that link is going to give you access to a $25 shopping spree right off the bat when you sign up, by midnight. Okay,
Yeah.
so you definitely want to go back to the consultant that invited you, but get that link to register for it, and then you'll receive your specific link that will then link up to your $25 shopping spree when you sign up.
Yeah, those are pretty cool, and it's also maybe you join on an off week, right? So you don't get the $25 shopping spree. I still highly
Mm,
recommend you join the call when they're scheduled because, it's a great way to be able to hear from our co-founder
mhm,
and learn that she truly comes from her heart. She
mm.
really does, and it's a great way to get some inspiration to start off.
Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yes, because this could be in an off week as well. So yeah, okay. Well, we are gonna be done for this. Thank you for sticking with us during this time and hearing all about maybe why this would be a good fit for you. And we'll let you make that decision and just again connect with your consultant who invited you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.